Off with the old ones, guys. And the new ones are all set. Way more grip than the factory tires. The factory tires are basically like slicks. These have way more grip. Not a way bigger, but a bigger sidewall for sure, which is what I wanted. Bigger sidewall, more grip, good to go. Less weight. So less weight, more grip, bigger sidewall. So what, dude, I can't believe I made it up the driveway. I mean, it actually got home before it totally let go. And what causes that? Is it cheap tire, out of balance?
No, it's just the car's out of alignment most likely, and it wore through the tread. By the looks of this, it looks like the tires have been riding underinflated, would be my guess, because you still have plenty of tread in the center of the tire.
Okay.
And out here it's worn out. So I would guess it's out of alignment, one. That's why you see these grooves look completely different than these.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Underinflated, and that's all it took.
What was the odds that I made it up the driveway and parked before those sides let out?
Less than 5%.
I mean, that's insane, right?
Yeah, that's definitely not a bit, man. I'm like, no, that's not happening again. Stick or something.
All right, guys, old tires, factory, new tires, both Michelins. This is being replaced with a Michelin 2435 ZR20, and it's the Michelin Sport Pilot All-Season. So the All-Season compared to the factory ones, which are here, this had no tread from the factory. These are not worn. It is factory, although clearly my tire pressure was off. Way more tread. Also, 20-inch rim instead of 21, so we're getting a bigger sidewall, which is going to be a lot better for me on dirty, bumpy roads. All right, guys, side by side here. Again, 20 on the left, 21 factory on the right. Bigger sidewall on the left, smaller sidewall on the right. On the 21, the big difference for me on these back roads and the mud, the snow, is the actual tread. So this is factory tire for the Model S Plaid. That's replacement tire for the Model S Plaid. They're both Michelin Pilot tires. So these are Pilot Sport 4S. These are Pilot Sport All-Terrain. All-Terrain, right? Is that what these are?
All-Season.
All-Season. Pilot 4S. Sport 4S All-Season. Still Michelin on both of them. So lighter tire, more sidewall, better tread. Should give us better range. Possibly a tiny bit slower, but I highly doubt it. All right, guys, the end result, Martian 20s. Car down in normal ride height. Looks great. The wheels are lighter, smaller, and better traction with a better sidewall. So we're going to increase range. The car should ride quite a bit smoother. Might be a little bit more road noise than factory, but it's definitely more efficient. We're saving about 9 pounds per wheel, which is a really good weight reduction. And that's the look of the car, man, right there. So factory, everything except for there is a matte gray wrap and blacked out window tint. So matte gray wrap, blacked out window tint, and it's rolling. All right, guys, the next morning, the suspension is in high. First stop, we got to get off the mountain and get this thing to a car wash and get it all cleaned up, and then we'll get some good overalls, man. But it's literally been sitting here for the last 4 weeks. So 4 weeks it's been sitting here, and I've been forced to drive. My wife drives that Model X Plaid. I've been forced to drive a G-Wagon. I know that sounds crazy. I know that's like a first world problem when you say, hey, you're forced to drive a G63. But the reality is that thing sucks gas, man, at a level. I love the car. I'll never get rid of it. It'll sit right here, collect pollen and dust. Absolutely love it, machine. But the Teslas are better. And yeah, so I've been driving that G63, and I've been driving my Airstream 24X for the last like 3 or 4 weeks while this thing's been out of service. But getting the wheels in, simple. The Martian wheels, absolutely simple to get. Tires, not so much. So tires took longer than the wheels, and then getting the TPS sensors for that from Tesla, they were back ordered. It's a whole thing. But anyway, suspension is fully jacked up. We'll keep it jacked up for the ride out like we always do. Computer already knows where to raise up. Car is filthy dirty, covered in pollen, covered in grit. Been sitting for almost 4 weeks, I believe, without moving. First stop, car wash, get this bad boy cleaned up, and then we'll show it to you again.